was a lot of trial and error. Just after I came to the Texas area, it was difficult finding a home. So I've visited several churches, and this coming here was different. I said, Lord, I'm tired. I am so tired. I'm going to go with someone I knew, which is Sarah Cantu, and just God brought her to memory. There was a memory she was sharing. I was sharing my testimony, like my struggles here in Texas, and she's a good listener. She's young, but she's a good listener. And the reason I know Sarah Cantu is because she was actually serving or helping in one of the churches that I was visiting as well, and I was just sharing my heart, and I told her, it's been a struggle. It's been a struggle trying to find a church. I mean, here in Texas, there's many churches, but that doesn't mean that there's the church, the church that you're looking for, the church that is in your heart, that can share the same type of heart. And so she just out of nowhere came, and she's a very wise young lady. She just told me, I would like to apologize. I would like to apologize for everyone that's made you feel uncomfortable in church. I apologize for all those people who have discriminated you on any level. I want to apologize because that's not what we represent. And I just stared at her like, wow. I mean, she actually paid attention. Being such a young lady, she paid attention to just to my struggles and my burden, and not at her age, that's like usually insignificant on the most part. So God just brought that to memory, and I just kind of said, you know what, I'm going to check where she's congregating at, because if she has that heart, then where she goes has to have the same heart. And I did it different this time, because usually, you go to one church on one Sunday, you go to another church on another Sunday and try to visit. But this time I was like, I'm tired of that. And so I go onto Facebook, I find her, and the fellowship popped up as her church, her home church. It's like, I'm gonna go there, and that was it. I was like, God, I'm not doing this hopping around. I'm just gonna go, because if you brought this to my memory, is for a reason, and so there's no coincidence in God. And so that's what I did. I came, I loved it. The first thing that impacted me was the diversity in this church. It's amazing, because even in the worship team, you see not only culture-wise, age-wise as well. I mean, it's amazing, and that's something that you don't usually see. A lot of churches, due to aesthetic reasons, have protocols on who should be on stage, and it was just amazing, and this has impacted me. What also impacted me was PK, Pastor Kevin. He's just down to earth and very approachable. And one of the things that stood out was he just embraced my daughter, and that was an important factor in finding a church, somewhere where they can embrace my daughter. He just hugged her like if he knew her for years, and I was like, wow. I mean, who does that? I guess he does, but it was something that I admired, because he embraced her like Jesus would embrace her, There was no like, who are you? He was like, no. He just hugged. He didn't even ask who she was. And that was something that really impacted me when I came to the church. It was really organic. As opposed to other churches, it was more like they felt estranged. I mean, I know I'm different. I'm that out of the box here, maybe in Texas, in every aspect, because I am Hispanic, Latin American. My family's from the Dominican Republic, and I may not appear so. So it's kind of like confusing for many. Like, it's here in Texas. It's not something that's seen a lot. And so a lot of the times the churches that I've gone to, they're trying to figure you out. And here they're not trying to figure me out. They're trying to love on me and accept me the way I am.